Hey, this is Digital Dave with another cryptocurrency and members only update. First of all, I want to say thank you to all the new members who have just joined the C4C Patreon. I don't know how you found this group. I don't know if you're a new investor or if you're a seasoned investor with cryptocurrencies, but I'm glad that you're here. I welcome all the new members, and I welcome all the existing members that's been around for a while, and all the veteran members who've been with me for more than 3 years. That's when I started this group, was it was almost 40 months ago. So yeah, I've been around a long time. I think we're maybe the original crypto group around, the first one. I'm pretty sure about that. And the group has obviously grown beyond my expectations. I've said this before, if you're new, maybe it's not obvious to you, but this group has grown a lot bigger than I ever thought it would. And I'm grateful for that. Speaking of being grateful, if someone referred you to this group, kindly thank them, because this group, the C4C Patreon group, and the information that I provided has changed a lot of lives, a lot of lives. And if you're just now getting into crypto, you're just now getting your feet wet, you just have to wait a little bit. You know, you start to invest as much money as you feel comfortably investing, and you have to wait. Patience is your key. Patience is the key. We can be our own worst enemies by trying to overthink the market, overtrade the market. The key to wealth with cryptos is to buy and hold, not to swing trade every time you think there's going to be a lot of there's a lot of money coming in, when there's a lot of euphoria. Swing trading can be deadly. It can pay off, but sometimes it can be catastrophic as well. You know, the most famous investor of all time, Warren Buffett, says his secret is to buy and hold. Buy the undervalued stocks, in this case cryptos, and just sit on them. Don't get emotional. If you take emotion out of this whole game, it's going to be a lot easier for you. So thank the person who brought you here, and I want to thank everyone who's sent referrals. There is no referral system in place for Patreon. It's just, you can't do it. This is a third-party platform. If there was, and if we do come up with a solution for having a proper referral system, trust me, that'll be put into place ASAP. And I'm always looking for other ways to improve the value or the format or whatever, to make some type of improvement for the Patreon group. So anyways, thank you everyone for the referrals and for being here as well. So the market is a lot of excitement coming into the market. And again, this is going to bring a lot of new people in. There's probably a lot of new investors that's come to this group. And my advice is just to start. There's a pinned post. If you're on desktop or laptop, you'll see the pinned post. My advice is to start there and just start reading. And there's some videos there too. Learn as much as you can from the pinned post. Start there first. And after that, then if you want to just start at the latest post in the Patreon group and work your way backwards, you can do that. Go back as far as you want. Again, there's about almost 40 months worth of text in there and content, enough for about two novels. There's enough information for 2 novels. You don't have to read 2 novels. The best thing to do is the shortcuts. The best thing to do is start with the pinned post first. Also, what's going to help a lot of people is there are, sorry, the wind's blowing and making me nervous with the camera. Recently, the Crazy for Crypto's portfolio has been updated. That is in the pinned post as well. Anyway, just follow. You'll see the link to that pinned post, and it shows you the position size of the Crazy for Crypto's portfolio. And this is in terms of value, not in terms of coins. So these little bars represent value. So you can just do the math. If you see, Theta currently is the top holding. Now Cardano is catching up pretty quick, because Cardano at the time of this video just broke $3. And but this in terms of value, and if you see Digibyte's got a smaller blip now, if and when Digibyte takes off, that blip's going to grow. It'd be kind of nice to have like a real-time progress bar. I'll have to work on that. For now, it's a static PDF that you can take a look at, and that should help a lot of people. Just that alone should help a lot of people. Now, also in that same post about the updated portfolio, it talks about how and where, or actually where to buy these cryptos. And you'll see a link. The best thing to do is you go to coinmarketcap.com and you type in the coin at the search bar. And then once you find the coin, then you click on market. And that shows you all the exchanges that have the coins. Now, this has helped a lot of people, and we use them as well. There's the broker called Caleb & Brown, located in Melbourne, Australia. So they are an actual broker, and they can buy virtually every crypto for you with cash or with a wire transfer. Okay, so this is how you buy crypto with cash. And if you follow the link that's in that PDF, it'll save you up to 30% in trading fees. The minimum order is $2,000, and I believe it's now $2,000 per coin. They used to split it up, but they are so big. I know they're very busy, but I think now it's $2,000 per coin. But once you sign up as a client, you'll get an email from a broker. You'll be able to talk with him or her, and they have an 800 number now too, or they have a phone number that you can call them. Because I spoke with a client last week who said they wanted to make a big trade, and they got a hold of their broker, sent them 2 emails, and never heard anything back. Maybe emails went to spam, it's hard to say, but don't give up. If you need to contact your broker to buy, sell, or trade, don't give up. Find the alternative ways to get a hold of your broker. They're a legit company. Caleb & Brown is very legit. We've been using them for a while. The people that we recommended to Caleb & Brown are so happy because you're able to talk to a live person. I'm not saying don't use exchanges like Binance, Coinbase, CoinSpot, etc. We've had bad experiences with them. We've been locked out of a Binance account that's been around. We had the account for 3 years, and we got locked out because whatever reason they can think of, they'll lock you out, and then they want all this information to prove that you're you. I mean, all kinds of stuff. I was like, forget it, keep my coins. Okay, they're going to be worth a lot of money in the future, keep them, fine. But now this gave me more energy to say, I'm going to hold this down. It gave me even more juice to say, use a broker. If you're investing large amounts of money, use a broker. If it's small amounts, then exchanges are fine. But if we're talking, some people are buying as much, a lot. There's a lot of money passing through there. Because it's kind of like buying a house. If you're going to buy a house, you're going to use a broker or an agent. Same thing. If you're going to buy a lot of crypto or trade or sell a lot of crypto, use an agent as well. So, all right, there we go. Here's messed up. Also, if you go to crazyforcryptos.com, a lot of you have been there, but maybe not everybody's been there. If you go to crazyforcryptos.com, you'll see 2 exchanges there. Exchange 1 and Exchange 2. Exchange 1 has most of the coins, and it also usually offers the better deal, the better trade. But you can trade your own coins through that exchange, no account needed. So you have privacy there, which is fantastic. No KYC needed. You will need to submit KYC when you open an account with Caleb & Brown. Keep that in mind. Okay. Sometimes you have to do what you got to do. But with the C4C exchange 1 or 2, you just send your crypto and it bounces right back. You already have to have a wallet in place. But once you have that set up, you can practice doing that. If you're going to do any type of trades, you're going to move any type of crypto to doing the C4C exchange or anything else like that, if you're trying a new wallet, always send the minimum amount first. Because if you mess it up, then you're only out a few dollars. So don't make your first trade ever and you're trading $10,000. If you mess it up, then you mess it up. Always test. You got to be patient with this. Always test. And when you're making these trades as well, if you're sending crypto to an exchange, or if you're using the C4C exchange, or if you're pulling coins off an exchange to your wallet, always double or triple check your address. Take your time. If you got distractions around you, or if you're trying to eat in front of your computer, or if you got kids jumping on your lap, that could be a problem. You've got to focus on what you're doing and do it carefully, because it does take a lot of concentration to make these trades without messing up. So just keep that in mind. Let's see. So that's an alternative, and always, if you want to use Binance or Coinbase, that's fine. Just keep in mind that these centralized exchanges, for whatever reason, they could decide they're going to lock you out. I get a lot of mail. I used to, not as much anymore. I think a lot of people are using the brokers now, but I used to get a lot of mail about saying, people are getting locked out of Coinbase, and not just Binance, Coinbase as well. And it's taken them months to get back into their account for whatever reason. So just let you know that there's the chance that something crazy could happen and you get locked out, and it's just no fun. And eventually these accounts do get opened up, but you're out, you're unable to trade for weeks, and you're stressed out for weeks, and it's not worth it. I like dealing with a live person, so that's why I recommend the broker in Australia. Let me touch on the portfolio. You'll see that again in the pinned post. Let me just touch on that. Theta has been in a holding pattern for a few months. It's due to move in weeks. I wouldn't be worried about Theta. I definitely wouldn't be selling Theta right now, since it's just been in accumulation mode. I would be keeping Theta, not trading it. If you don't have a sizable position in Theta, I would say adding to your position this is a good time to do it. If you just really overloaded, overloaded, you can't have too much crypto, but if you got a lot of theta, if you're really happy with it, just sit tight. And I believe we're going a lot higher numbers later this year. So Cardano, like I said, broke $3 just earlier this morning. And that paid off. A longtime friend came here to Koh Samui, and I remember chatting with him back when I was accumulating theta for 5 cents and 10 cents and accumulating a lot of it. And at that time, I said, hey, I'm buying a lot of Cardano. He's like, oh, Cardano's boring. I said, I know, but now Cardano has made a lot of people really, really wealthy, and it's paid off for people that followed my tips on ADA. So I'm happy with Cardano. I'm not totally surprised. I'm not surprised at all, because I basically put everything into Cardano last year. And I put a lot of money into T-Fuel. I made a video about T-Fuel should 50x this year, and it actually went up more than 60x, and it's retraced down to just over 30x now. But it did supersede that 50x that I said, and no one liked T-Fuel. Nobody liked T-Fuel. Everybody was just bearish on it. Everybody was bearish on T-Fuel. Like, no, there's opportunity in this less than a penny coin, and that really paid off. Now, T-Fuel's been in a holding pattern too for around 30 cents, 32 cents, and I believe that's got bigger numbers ahead of it as well. If you don't have enough T-Fuel, get some. If you're overloaded, well, I keep saying overloaded, but if you're in a comfortable position with T-Fuel, just sit tight. If you want to stake your T-Fuel, go ahead and do that. If you don't feel comfortable staking, if your coins are at Caleb and Brown or on the exchange, just let them sit tight. You don't have to be earning passive income on everything or anything. You can make a lot of money just by cashing out, say, T-Fuel, if and when it goes to $3 or wherever the number is going to go. Okay, so XRP, that positions have increased quite a bit since before. I believe after this SEC nonsense is over, that there's going to be a lot of happy investors. All these are my investment opinions. There's no guarantees, but I think XRP is going to make people really happy, and we should see 10x, and I said even as much as maybe 40 to 50x by end of year. But let's just say 10x. And if it goes higher than that, then I think people's going to be pretty happy with that. So we've got Zilliqa. I believe Zilliqa is like the undervalued version of Cardano. So if you missed out on Cardano at 10 cents or 12 cents, then you can buy Zilliqa and probably do pretty darn well with it. With Zilliqa, I'm really bullish on that. Bitcoin Cash, I always get a lot of flack and talking about Bitcoin Cash. Always used to be XRP. Now that's kind of diminished. Now it's Bitcoin Cash and Digibyte. Bitcoin Cash acts as cash, and it is the original. It follows the Satoshi white paper to a T. So it's not like a copy or imitation Bitcoin. It follows it to a T. To me, Bitcoin Cash is like what the white paper was meant to be. So to me, that's like the original. It just doesn't have the same ticker. That's the only thing. And it's used, and believe that 80% or some kind of really, I would say 70–80% of all transactions are cash, that are less than $10 in cash. What am I trying to say? Let me start over. 70–80% of all transactions are less than $10. Okay. Bitcoin, you can't do that. Lightning Network is too clunky for the average vendor to set up. Imagine trying to get someone to on board taking Bitcoin, and then say, well, then you tell, oh, well, now you got to get a Lightning Network, because if somebody's going to buy a $3 cup of coffee, it's not going to work. So you need to set up Lightning Network, and they'll be like, what is this? So BCH already has that in place. So, and there's a lot of brick and mortar stores, more than any other store, more than any other crypto in the world, that accept. What am I trying to say here too? I guess I'm so worried about this camera falling over with the wind. Let me get back on track here. There are more vendors that accept Bitcoin Cash than any other crypto in the world. More than Bitcoin, more than Litecoin, more than Digibyte. And it doesn't mean these other coins are bad by any means. I'm just telling you the facts. Those are the stats. Digibyte will be a great currency to use as well. There's not a lot of adoption for it yet. Maybe there will be. Digibyte is very solid. It's not a dead coin. If it was a dead coin, I would jettison, and I would let you know that I'm jettisoning that project. No, I'm not. They've got big announcements coming up. I announced about a month ago that there's something going on with Digibyte, and I saw it on Twitter. I said, I kind of see something going on. I could just see the tweets, and I can kind of, it sounds weird. I know I'm a kind of weird guy anyway, so you can just kind of read the energy in it. And I like, there's something going on. And then Rudy from the DigiByte awareness team contacted me, says, yes, we've got something going on. You know, maybe I did just read it though, that they've got some big announcement. And so that's probably what it was. But it felt like something big was happening. And they says, yeah, we got a big thing coming up. And he's going to let us know. And just go from there. Should be some big moves for DigiByte. We'll see about that. Bitcoin, I don't need to talk about Bitcoin. Polkadot. Polkadot's starting to move too, which is really, really exciting. Polkadot's pretty undervalued in my opinion. I think it's about $30. So I like Polkadot. Still have the original Polkadot. I purchased it I bought it actually pretty high. At the time I was like, that was a bad buy, but it turned out okay now. You know, cryptos always go up in value. The good projects only go up over time. It doesn't matter if you didn't get this perfect buy or whatever. But Polkadot, I think, was bought at about $5 or $6. And now it's, you know, 5x or whatever. So let's see here. We've got Veracity. If you're just now getting into the market and you want to start picking up some penny coins, I'm going to say get some DigiByte, and I'm going to say get some Veracity. Veracity's got a lot of people really getting crazy about it on Twitter and other places, and YouTube as well. Veracity could be seeing about 10x from here. It's about just under 4 cents right now, so we could see about a 40-cent Veracity. A chance we might go even higher than that. Let's see, Solana. So, you know, a lot of people bought Solana, or some people bought Solana at $1. Some people bought it at $2. Some people bought it at 78 cents, whatever. I didn't buy it till $22. Did I moan? No, because it's now $110, $15, something like that. Okay. You know, you're not going to always buy the bottom. Basically, I bought the bottom of Theta. I bought the bottom of T-Fuel. I bought the bottom of Cardano. But I didn't buy the bottom of Solana, but it's still, it's Solana, not Solano, Solana. But that's okay, okay? We don't have to time the bottom perfectly. We're still doing okay. Even I bought it at, you know, 22 times higher than people that bought it at $1. That's okay. I think Solana could flip Ethereum, or Theta could flip Ethereum, or Cardano could flip Ethereum. One of those three. I think Solana is a very solid buy. If I had a choice to buy Ethereum or Solana, I would buy Solana. And people are going to think I'm crazy, but I am a crazy kind of guy, so maybe they're right. That's just what I would do. I'm not saying that's the right move, but I do think Ethereum's going to go to 10K. I made a video about it before. That 10K is in the cards for Ethereum. I think Solana will have a better ROI potential than Ethereum. You can't go wrong with Ethereum, though. Just let you know, you can't go wrong with it. You have to make that choice. There's no telling what could happen. Maybe Solana just tanks all of a sudden. I don't think it will, though. And if you want to get into Cardano now, I think you know, I'm seeing possibly 3x from here to the end of the year, so about $8 to $10, like I've said before. Maybe not the best gain, but still 3x on your money if it does to that. These aren't guarantees, of course. 3x is still not bad, okay? I want you to know that. And you're able to earn about 5% staking rewards on that. Chainlink's starting to wake up from its $25 stablecoin status. It's, last I looked, it's $30. Chainlink is actually, I'm surprised Chainlink hasn't moved. I'm surprised it's not $100 by now, to be honest with you. So there's some clarity there. I'm surprised it's not a $100 bill, but it should be, though. It should be eventually. We'll see if and when that happens. Reserve rights, if you want to get another penny coin, I would say reserve rights, ticker RSR, is probably the one to get to. I kind of feel I don't have enough. I might start building on that. So I would say get some reserve rights if you can. The Coinbase listing is imminent for that one. The Coinbase Ventures is behind it. Of course, they're going to list it. So persistence, XPRT is the ticker. Persistence, I'm really starting to kind of figure out persistence. That's a tough animal. That's a tough animal. Just simplicity, persistence is another smart contract platform like Solana, Ethereum, Cardano. That's what XPRT is. So if you want to just boil it down to the minimum, that's what it does. But they're doing a lot of those things too, is that there's going to be financial assets and financial products attached to it. Here's the other thing too, that what I've learned about persistence is that right now, if you're staking persistence, you're earning a whopping 30 to 35% ROI or APY, whatever you want to call it, until 2023. Okay, you want to know what, you know, Years ago when I was studying finance, if you could earn a 20% APY, you're going to make millions. It depends on how much you got in the market, but 20% was considered the millionaire maker. Well, now we're earning 30%, 35% APY. By the way, Veracity, you're able to earn 25.5%. So we're kind of in that same realm, that a 25% ROI or APY for Veracity. So that's a powerful coin too. Like I said, pick up some Veracity. Persistence is 30 to 35%. It's actually 35%. If you stake through Gpool, there are tutorials in the group. If you stake through Gpool, they have a 4% commission, and I'm happy to provide that. Some are higher, some are 10%, some are 0% for a couple of months. I don't want to deal with that 0% for a few months, because then who knows where the commission is going to jump to. I just go with them because I have the ear of Gpool. I say that better. I have Gpool's ear. If I have an issue or something, I have a question, I can usually ping them, but I'm not saying that they're going to be like the support group. If you have a problem, I can't just like ping them up, say, hey, so-and-so has got a problem with staking. I can't do that, but I do have their ear. And they're supporters of this group, and they like persistence, they like theta. You're able to stake theta and T-Fuel there as well. And I should be having a call with Gpool coming up, probably next week. Yeah, I think they're on vacation now. At least next week we can help on a call, answer any questions about staking Gpool and persistence, or staking T-Fuel, theta, persistence on Gpool. So persistence, let me get back to what the coin does. So you're able to stake the coin for 35%. Okay, the commission's after that. You're able to stake it for 35% APY. But what that coin can do, though, is you're able to duplicate it. And I'm still trying to figure out the details, and I know they're still working on it. That's why I don't have the details. That you're able to duplicate that coin and then use that coin as and stake in DeFi, or you can actually be a liquidity provider with DeFi. Okay, so you're able to safely stake your coins, but you can split it and be involved as a liquidity provider in DeFi. So you get the double rewards with that. It's in the works. Right now, we're just earning 35% interest, which is great. That's good enough for just about anybody. But it's going to have like this little magic trick about being able to split, be able to clone itself, and do some other things. Pretty cool. They're also going to be heavily involved with NFTs. NFTs is in its infancy, but it's already going crazy. People spending $1 million for a rock or a picture of a swirl. And some people, they get a little upset why there's so much money going into that when there could be, helping to solve starvation and all that. But I want people to realize that you can still have a lot of money, spend a lot of money, but still be helping other people. And that's what I do here. There's some hungry people here. There's not like starvation here, but there are people that, they don't have any work. There's not been any tourists here for almost 2 years. And I've contributed with my own money. I've contributed to their food bank here as a restaurant turned food bank. And I gave them enough money for enough food for 3 months. Again, my own personal money. This isn't the money that was sent for the Youth Charity Foundation. That's totally different. And I plan to go to Chiang Mai in a couple of months to spend some of that money. So I'll keep you apprised on that. There's about 50 or 52 Bitcoin Cash has been donated so far. Thank you for those donations. I'll put a link below if I remember. I'll remember, of course, to the information about if you want to donate to the Youth Charity Foundation. It is essentially an orphanage. And it's also for kids that are at high risk situations, that maybe the family is just so poor that maybe their kids at high risk, and it could be, maybe some bad things could happen to them. So that's where that money, a lot of that money is going to, and I'm already sponsoring one girl there, and I know some other people are helping some other people out there too, which is very nice. We have to give back. We can still make and have a lot of money, but we can still help out others too. We want to make a lot of money first, because then we have the freedom to do whatever we want after that. Spend whatever we want to spend on. If you want to be extravagant, go for it. If you want to be modest, go for it. The ultimate wealth is freedom. It's not health. If you have ultimate health, that leads you to freedom. If you have bad health, you don't have the freedom. So the ultimate wealth is freedom. And what money does is what wealth does. It gives us freedom. Okay. Get some expert. Here's my thing. I made a post, or I made a comment in a post a couple of days ago. I said, people that wish they would have bought Solana at $10, $20, $30, whatever. I said, if you want the next Solana, just go ahead and buy some persistence for $8, $9. The chart looks like it's ready to pull. Not necessarily Solana move, but it looks like it's, you know, under $10 and under $12. It's like it's a pretty good buy for that. And persistence could, you know, do really well like Solana. I'm not saying it's going to go in the top 10 or anything, but should do well. And it's not even listed on any real exchange. You know, you can get it on Gate.io, you can get it on the Syndex. There's a tutorial for that, for using the Syndex exchange. You can get it on the Osmosis decentralized exchange. But it's not really on, you know, when it gets on Binance and these other exchanges, I think this single digit persistence is going to be a thing of the past. So watch for that one. Stellar Lumens, I've been holding that for a long time. It's I'm just going to sit on that. I will never sell it unless I wake up and it's $40 and I might sell some. I'm just going to sit tight on Stellar, Cosmos as well. Cosmos is starting to wake up as well too. You can stake Cosmos for 10% APY right now, which is really cool. Multivac is kind of like the up-and-coming Zilliqa. So we've got a little bit of capital into Multivac. It's MTV is the ticker. And that's done pretty darn well, and I'm looking for some big numbers with that one. Again, that's a dark horse, meaning it could pay off or it could just kind of go to nothing. So just keep in mind what a dark horse is. Zilliqa was my dark horse. It's maybe more than 2 years ago. I said this is dark horse, high risk, high reward. Now Zilliqa is a legitimate player, no longer the dark horse, but still, I believe a lot of room to go for Zilliqa. MTV is the new up and coming Zilliqa. So I forgot what the price is. I'm not going to try to. I forgot what the price is for Multivac. I got some dent, and I will swap that if and when it just kind of blows up. I'll get out of that and put into some of these solid blue chip type coins. And I've got my miscellaneous and some things I need to keep to myself. I can't tell you guys everything. So, but a couple of things in the miscellaneous is I do have a little bit of Shiba Inu, SHIB. I get the feeling that it really could do another 100x. I don't know when, I'm not saying this year. I just think it's worth having some pocket change in that. And I've got a little bit of Dogecoin. I'm just going to sit on that. That way, when I keep my Doge, that means I could wear my Dogecoin t-shirt because if I got even $100 worth of Doge, then I'm okay. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm not recommended to buy Doge at this point. 30 cents now, I believe, is where it's at. I would say if you're going to get a meme coin, I would say probably get Shiba instead, or you don't have to get it either. You know, these are super high risk. These are just money. You find a little money in the couch, or find some money over here in the restaurant, and then you just throw it in and don't worry about it. Just forget about it. Okay, so that is that. That's the portfolio rundown. Yeah, so if I'm just starting out, just to get into crypto now if I have $1,000 to spend, and you can scale that up or scale it down, I would go with, again, you have no crypto. I would go with Theta, and I would go with XRP. I would go with Zilliqa, a little bit of Bitcoin Cash, Digibyte, and Persistence and Veracity. Those are what I would go for at this point. Yeah, I would go with those. Yes, you know, you could go with Solana, do okay, but I'm looking for some really high reward potential. I would go with those. That's what I do at this point. And I know there's a lot of other projects. People say, well, and if I put something on Twitter, I said earlier, I said Cardano is now $3. I expect it to go 8 to 10, like I've said before, $8 to $10 end of year or top of the cycle. So about a 3x, and then there's always somebody coming there, oh, this one's probably going to do 20x. Like, I hate this. I enjoy the bear markets more sometimes because people get so competitive. They get so unhappy when they make a lot of money. They start getting really unhappy and weird. It's like, God, I don't understand that. That's why I don't make as many videos now, YouTube videos, because I love making them in the bear market because I basically knew what was going to happen, and everything I said is going to happen has happened. Just about everything has happened. These coins that I've liked have just blew up, and I just now it's like, you know. And I will make some more videos. I'm not retired from making YouTube videos. I just enjoyed it in the bear market. That's that. You know, that was where the money was to be made, was picking up these Cardanos for a nickel. That was great. That was where money was made. I mean, haven't sold any, but you still make money. You make money on the sales. There's still sales, like I say, if you're just now getting into crypto, there's still the Cardanos and the Thetas, you know, type coins that you can buy for pennies. I just mentioned them. I would say start looking into those, and I would say get some. Maybe I didn't mention reserve rights. I would say get some reserve rights as well. I believe reserve rice is going to do extremely well also. So, God, I think that's it. We're about 30 minutes in. I think I've covered everything. Okay, just this video is going to be for members. It's going to be set to private, so only the members can see this video. It's not going to be a public video. But in this post, there is a link to the Telegram. So join Telegram if you can, because what I do, this is a free thing that I started doing. So if you don't want to get on Telegram, that's okay. You're not, missing any benefits. But some people like it because it's like an extra bonus that I threw in. And then what I do is I'm constantly researching. I could be eating, I could be having a coffee, and I'm always on a device looking at something. And it's the way I kind of take notes. So if I put something real quick in Telegram, it's just for some quick information for people that are members. It's also a way for me to kind of keep notes and keep track of things that I might write about later on. A lot of people say that they really enjoy it. Excuse me, let me grab some water here. Excuse me. A lot of people say they really enjoy the Telegram posts. They're just like little quick blips of charts and information and articles, and then eventually the real important stuff I'll write about, I'll make a post about it in the Patreon. So, but I do recommend to join it. People say they really like it, so that's kind of cool. And also follow Crazy for Cryptos on Instagram. It is Crazy for Cryptos, and there's only one. If there's any other account that tries to message you, it is not us. We don't message anybody to try to get you to buy something, join something, invest in something. That's not us. It's an imposter. It's an account that might look similar to ours. They might copy all of our photos and all of our posts. It's not us though. There's only one Crazy for Cryptos. If you see a message coming from that looks like looks similar to Crazy for Cryptos, spelled a little differently, report them, block them, do whatever you got to do. Reporting usually helps, but block them as well. And they'll disappear, and they may come back a week later and then try something else. But if you keep doing it, they'll get discouraged and maybe they'll move on to someone or another platform or whatever, who knows. So there's only one Crazy for Cryptos. So yeah, I think that's about it. Let me think what else. I think that's it. I don't want to talk just to talk. I've covered about everything. If there's something I remember after making this video, I'll put it in the Patreon post below this video. But right now, that's all I got. This is DD. See you guys next time.